it's got to change. And these names. So, no, that ain't it. So you've got to streaming stuff. Yeah. So, game rules. It's in there. So 3,200. 3,100. Yeah. Okay. It's race 21. Yeah.
Did it tell me 25, but someone changed the rules? Blackball Rules, yeah?
Yeah, Blackball Rules.
Was it 25?
So you've got to change the names now. So player one. Player two, Sean Ashe. Reset the scores at 0-0. How you doing, kid? You right?
You know how you're live now, is that how it's going to stay?
Good luck, son. Okay, mate. All the best, son.
Let's start. I'm going to share this.
Right, guys. The long-awaited evening match. Scott Smith, Sean Ashe, race 21. Blackball Rules, £3,100. This should be a cracker. Yeah, great leg there by both players. What's that? Oh no, that's for them. Second.
Nothing, I was just checking I could hear you.
Oh,
Scott to break, you won the lag.
see how Scott can control the white there off the break instead of like how Dan in the early match it was all over the place.
I think this is a step a few levels up now, isn't it, this game?
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, Sean Ashe, just take the commentary chair if you want, son.
Sean, be careful. There's an angle camera there. Put him on the end of that table. Oh, superb shot there by Scott.
Sorry guys, just need to get Sean. Oh, Scott looks composed as anything, doesn't he?
Mate, you ought to have just seen the shot that he's just played. Top right hand corner.
Oh, I'll tell you what, this is the best investment I think I've had all year. He's took that first rack off the dish phenomenally.
Mate, that was a great clearance, wasn't it, that?
I just before kind of Scott started that, I said to Jace that this is kind of a different level now to the Dan Hartley Chris Price game, and I think that just showed. First rack, balls probably weren't there, and Scott made them there. That's a great start. Right, okay guys, as always, if you've just tuning in, just 1-0 here to Scott. If you can like it, share it, comment on it, whatever you put in the comments, we'll do our best to answer.
Yeah, definitely be nice to see viewers go over 100 on this game. It is, like Mark says, a couple of levels above the game that we played, streamed earlier on.
Yeah, Craig Blackford, anyone want to bet? Who you fancy, mate? There's a few people looking for bets around Midlands, so just comment who you're looking for and I'll see what I can sort if nobody on the stream wants one. The pot has gone up 3,100 now they're gone off for, but Scott could probably have raised 5-6k for this by himself. Everybody just wanted a bet on him, it just went so fast.
Yeah, I play with Scott. I've known him for a couple of years, and I've just stayed neutral out of the game. But yeah, Scott could have quite easily got, like you say, 5,000. Bit of a loose one there by Scott.
So I think the problem when I've played with Sean before, he's just a slow starter, and I don't think he can afford to do it today against Scott. He needs to get swagging quick.
Craig Blackford, I think he'll struggle to get anybody to back against Scott tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any of Sean's friends out there. Craig Blackford, what was you putting out to bet on Scott? If there's any of Sean's friends that could pop up and honour your bet, I don't know.
See, for me here, if Sean's going to try and fudge Scott, he's playing the total wrong game, because Scott tactically is immense.
Scott on tactical, yeah. Old EPA, he's a struggle. Craig Blackford, I've got to laugh at that. £500, behave.
Yeah, 500, Craig.
Maybe if you took a zero off, then
my beautiful girlfriend's just.
Yeah, we've got a big shout out to Mark Bastable's beautiful girlfriend that's just walked into the office. Do you think she'll have a headset on and come on the mic?
Yeah, maybe. You coming on the mic? Not having it. So we'll just have to see how this game plans out. But the way Scott's starting, he looks really confident. Just needs drop. Yeah, he's pretty much perfect. What has he got? Just on the yellow.
He's only got a screw back 2 inches. He's bridging. Yeah.
His bridge is good though, to be honest. He doesn't miss many balls with his bridge, I see.
Yeah, it's a great shot there.
If he plays on like this, it's going to be hard to do. No, I'm alright. In fact, yeah, I'll have another play.
Scott means business today. He really does. Got the bit between his teeth already.
Steve Southall on the stream again. Happy 25th anniversary, Steve Southall. 25 years of marriage.
Yeah, happy 25th anniversary there, mate. Can't believe you brought us to the mids.
You absolute legend.
You are a legend.
There's quite a few here, to be honest. Sean's got quite a good following, hasn't he? He's brought a few people.
Oh,
with
mate, it's double the amount of people in here than it was earlier on. I wonder if we can try and get the likes of Craig Johnson on the commentary box.
Yeah, well, Rucker's there, but Rucker's on the beer, so we'll have to be wary of that. Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, but the problem is, Rucker is now coming with his fellow friend, Jamie Thomas. Them two together, mate, it's just mayhem.
Is it?
Yeah.
Danny Ward, welcome to the stream, mate.
Yeah, welcome, Danny Ward.
Right, Sean's just having a good look at these. He's 2-0 down. He just wants to get a foothold in the match, just to let Scott know he's not going to have it all his own way.
Craig Johnson's just bottled the stream. He says, go and do one politely. But not taking away Sean's capability here. The lad knows how to run a rack.
Yeah, he's a very, very good potter. He's very aggressive.
Jules Emp, welcome to the stream, mate.
The thing is, see, did Sean just?
Yeah, no, he clipped the red, and the yellow's just rattled in the pocket there.
I think the problem is when Scott's playing like this, there'll be a certain amount of pressure on Sean for kind of every rack, thinking that he's got to clear because he's afraid that Scott's going to dish. But don't get me wrong, Sean can hold his own in a tactical as well. He's a very good all-round player. Scott just taking the bag there. Scott is in no hurry. So you saw the way he pots, and you saw in the first frame or two that he can clear a table in seconds, but he won't be in no hurry. His tactical game is really good. He loves a fudge, does Scott.
Yeah, I think he wanted the red more in the bag over the yellow than on top of the yellow there.
Yes, Matty Bennett, evening.
Evening.
It home.
Instead of afternoon, it's evening now.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the first stream earlier. If you're just tuning in, Chrissy Price, demolished. Dan Hartley, was it 21-8 in the end? 21-7?
Something like that, 21-7, 21-8, yeah, total demolishing. Just Dan didn't get going.
Oh. He tried to flick that more out, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's still got control of the frame where that bottom red is. He just needs to tie a few balls up. Yeah, that's. I think Sean might struggle tactically against Scott, to be honest. Good stream, Jason Bastable in commentary box. Thank you very much, Matty Bennett. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, commentary is open to anybody that would like to take a seat in the commentary box. Come down, give it a whirl. As long as we keep it clean, I don't mind.
Yes, Matty Bennett, there is quite a few here at mids, to be honest. Sean's got quite a few players. He plays football and he plays snooker and pool, so he's got quite a few. What you reckon, about 100 people?
Mate, got to be 200 people, easy.
Yeah, we'll go with that. 200 people.
Easy.
Theo Morgan, the machine, never misses. Has Scott just potted there? I think he did, didn't he, that ball?
Yeah, he's potted the ball in top right hand corner and then tried smashing everything out. A bit unlucky, to be fair.
Yeah, Anthony Preston just put in here. Scotty practice hard. For
Fair
this
play
game.
to fair play to Scott there. He's called 2 shots on himself. Clipped the red
Yeah,
with his cue.
great sportsmanship.
Yeah, very very good sportsmanship.
I think one thing to remember, although kind of it's playing for cash, and for this 3,100 is a lot of money. We're all still friends at the end of the day. We still all get on, so it's only right to call a foul against yourself. That's really good there from Scott. I'd like to see that in the game. Race to 21, Matty Bennett on the stream. So Sean just nudged the black out there. It's either going to be trying to clear the pocket or get the yellow out, which he's done nicely.
Yeah, that's a superb shot, that is.
So you would imagine that Sean will take this frame.
Oh yeah, I can't see Scott coming back to the table off this now. These are quite easy for Sean.
He's just got a... Oh yeah, he's held that nice for the yellow in the middle pocket.
Yeah, just drift past the black. Come towards the right of the middle pocket.
Yeah. Oh, what's he done there?
You know, he's played that with tremendous side to get that to drift between the black and the yellow.
He could have just stunned it in and
Yeah,
left the
he could have just
long
rolled.
yellow.
He could have just rolled it in.
Yeah, you can't be doing that at this standard.
Oh, where's the white? Where is the white?
Oh.
I called it as it come 6 inches away from that ball he potted.
He's just got into it a little bit too much. He tried to leave it low so we could just play that one off the rail and then land in between the two reds.
Yeah.
But he's just overdone it, and then tap-ins now for Sean.
Wow, 70 viewers. I did ask for 100. We are getting up there.
Yes, Mark Everett from Purple Bricks. Nice to see you tuning in, buddy.
Yes, Luke Kings.
Yes, Luke King's Cameron Pinches. Guys, if you haven't already, please share the stream and like it, and put your comments on as much as you can. It'd be fantastic to get over 100 viewers. We're on 75 already, and it is going up, so please like the stream and comment as necessary.
And anybody that would out there that would like their money match streamed live, just drop me a message. I'll give you a price. It is very what's the word I'm looking for?
Reasonable. I think it's very reasonable.
Yeah, it is compared to what's out there.
Yeah, just to touch on that, if I am working very closely with Jason at the minute, if any of you guys are looking for a money game, get on my inbox and I'll make sure that we get a fair game for you, or put your comments in here, we'll get it sorted. Playing a money match and playing a money match in front of the stream is very different. It's a great opportunity just to test your nerve and to show everybody what you're about, see what you can do. I think that's what most pool players want to do. They want to get themselves out there. So yeah, get in contact with myself or Jason and see how you are, really.
Yeah, cheers Luke Kings. We've worked hard to get where we are today. A lot of money spent, but we do hope that the stream quality is up there with everybody else's.
Yeah, I did mention it in the earlier game. I don't think people understand the amount of work that goes on behind the scenes for this stream. And for anybody that's in mids or has been in mids today, there's cameras, there's cables, there's switcherboards, there's things that you wouldn't dream of seeing, but it literally isn't. There's just so much work gone into it. So I think Jace deserves a lot of praise for the work that he's done to get himself in the position that he's in to be able to stream the games, really.
Well, you was here when I first turned up at 1:15, and me and Steve and my son, we started setting up. It probably took us about an hour and a half to fully set up and get
definitely
ready. Yeah, so it ain't something that can be thrown up really quickly.
No, not at all. And to be honest,
Mikey Greenland, how do you go about it? How do you go about what, mate?
he said I'd like
finding
to
a money
play.
match. I'm sure Mike Bastable can find some kind of opponent for you at an equal standard.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, trying to make sure that all the games are fair. The last thing we want to see is kind of one person just having an exhibition against somebody else. No matter what your standard, we can sort a game for you. It doesn't matter if you're a world beater or not. There's games out there, and just to try your luck, really.
But going back to the match before this one, Chris Price and Dan Hartley, that really wasn't a mismatch.
No.
They are very standard-wise level. It's just that Dan just didn't turn up today.
Yeah, I've never saw Dan play that bad, and after the match he heard his comments, he was gutted, and he just said a trilogy straight away to put it right. Even after such a big deficit, he's a more better player than that. So yeah, Scott's starting his work on these now. He's managed to get his problem ball out from the red in the corner. It's basically just that one yellow on the side here, Jason.
No, that one clearly goes down the rail. I think he's just punched that a little bit too much.
It's that the yellow near the red as well is a little bit tricky, because I don't think it goes in that corner.
No, the yellow by the pink spot is the problem ball. He'll do well to get on something from here.
I think he's on it. I think he's on the ball by the rail. It's just how he's going to get on that yellow, that's the problem.
He can play the check side and keep the white low and try and get to a middle shot. And that's exactly what he's done, but he's been a bit unlucky. Took his eye off the pot and concentrated more on the position there.
Yeah, Sean's still got a couple of problem balls here, especially the red in the middle of the top cushion.
I don't know if he could stun up to the top rail now. He could play the plant.
Yeah. He's got two over the. Oh no, he's gone the opposite way.
That's a bad shot by Sean.
Knowing Sean, is he going to take this red on along the top rail?
I think that is just suicidal if he does. I think he needs to regroup and get himself repositioned. To me, this ball now would be my last ball.
Because that was the one you could get on the black with.
Exactly.
Yes, I think this is dollies for Scott now. Play it with as Scott's playing it left hand side, just flick it off.
But would you need to?
I think Scott. No, I think he's just going to drag it.
See, my thought was take the one to the corner bag first and stun off the side rail back.
I think he's alright. I think he can just drop this in and play the black up the top. Marcus Russell, Midlands internet sucks badly. I don't think it's Midlands, mate, because everybody else is saying the stream's working fine, so it may be yours.
Yeah, Marcus Russell, I've got live on my computer next to me on screen, and I've got no problems. It's not running slow, it's not lagging, so yeah, it's got to be your end, mate.
Yeah. If you could give us a thumbs up, guys, if there's no lag or anything, if it's working fine, that would give us a good indication.
Sean there, he's tried kicking balls out, and he doesn't need to.
Yeah, thanks guys. There's lots of thumbs.
Yeah,
great
cheers
comments.
Matty, cheers Steve. Cheers Craig.
This is a
yeah.
big ball here from Sean. Oh, he's
See,
played that really well.
Mate, that's where his snooker ability has come in there.
Snooker players can always pop balls down the rails.
Yeah, down the rail, yeah. They keep it straight, you know.
Oh, this is tough now though. What would you do here, Jace?
Well, we've got somebody that's just commented all the way from New Zealand.
Yes, Paul Collins, perfect stream from New Zealand. That's what I like. Please share it, Paul. Get us known worldwide. That's what we want. Yes, Matty Summers, nothing wrong, and he's in Greece. That's what I like to see. Oh, that is a tremendous shot if he lands on it.
And he ain't on it.
That's unlucky.
So now, my shot, side rail.
Just a fudge here.
not the best of shots because you ain't really getting your bad ball off.
Yeah, it should be a it's quite tricky. The black's playing a big part in that. Is he going to go across?
See now,
If he hits it, he's going to pot it.
He was only ever seen half a ball there. I'd have probably gone bottom rail and tried to get the white just before, or just after the knuckle, yeah.
And then, so that could have been easier from Sean to say where it was. Won't miss this then. So after a flying start from Scott, that's now 2-2. Scott had a chance in that frame.
Yeah, I did say Sean wouldn't go down without a fight.
Danny Evans, don't know the other lad, but having seen half a dozen shots, he can't possibly beat Scott. I think Sean's just warming up. Danny, he's a much better player than what first 4 frames have shown, but I said to Jason at the start of the stream, he's a very slow starter, so he'll start to warm up.
Yes, Manda Phil. That's got to be a fake profile, eh?
Perfect stream from prison. That's what we like.
I tell you what, prison's getting easy these days, ain't it?
I don't know how they managed to smuggle the phone. Answers on a postcard, please.
Yeah. Could be. 4-4, yeah, go on, mate. I think we might do a bit of babe station later because these pair next to me are necking each other.
Yeah, that's me and Mark Kelly, just for the viewers. Sean having a think here. Can he get to that yet? I think he can, can't he?
Well, I'm directly down the shot, but he can't hit it full ball, but he can hit as the view at the bottom of the table, the left-hand side of it.
If he could see full ball, he could just play it and get the other yellow out. Oh, he's managed to do it in a way. It's a good shot from where he was. Can he pop this yellow now along the rail and go in between the gap in between the red and the yellow? Middle of the table by the blue spot. Choice of 4 yellows.
He's got to go up the top of the table.
Oh, he's missed it though.
And you know what? He's put Scott ideal on his both bad balls at the top of the table.
Yeah, you can get the one out straight away, and then that will free the red up for the other one. So all he's got to do is just drop this in with a little bit of top, play the red in the middle, and then he can play the one into the opposite corner. Oh, that's a great shot from Scott. He stunned it. Thought he'd have just rolled that in because he was guaranteed to be on it.
Well, he can take this one to the left corner now. Left middle, sorry, and he opens that one to the top right. So
maybe one problem, the red by the black, but it does still go in the middle. It's just making sure he lands perfect on it. But I think he may be trying to leave the angle now so we can just play just by the yellow to the right of the pink spot. So he's got the choice of 2 reds then. I think he's just overdone it slightly.
Yeah, he's the wrong side of the red there.
Steve Southall, perfect stream from space. Alan Heath, tape the phone to the back of that postcard and they'll never see it. It's a good shot from Scott there. Just nudged the bad ball out. Gives him a couple more options, although it is still... I'm not sure it goes past this yellow in the corner. Oh, that's a great shot. Steve, can you check if the black goes in the corner?
No.
It's tight, isn't it?
Yeah, don't.
So he's going to have to
Screw off the side rail and back across.
and put in the opposite middle. Oh, that's a great shot, Scott Smith.
And
Oh,
Oh, he's
just needs to make sure he over the
awkward
bridge.
cueing out.
Yeah, always
Oh, he's
miscued.
miscued. Great shot, but he's a bit unlucky the way the cue ball's landed there.
Dean Collins, if I put a pound on the side of the table, does that mean I'm on next stream? Yes, mate. Why not? You can play a frame for Sean. I reckon. I don't think he'll have any problems with that. You can even jump in the commentary box while you're here. Yeah, Scott just looks emotionless, doesn't he? Like he's just played it. He's just had a miscue.
He ain't phased. He is not phased.
He's overdone that a little bit, but then he should just be able
You
to come
know,
off too.
Sean was a bit disgusted with that shot, but this is quite easy for him. You know.
Yeah. It's just one of them where players of this standard can shake their head, but they still get down and knock the next ball in.
So Scott taking the first two, Sean's taking the next three.
Yeah, so I think there was somebody earlier on the stream, maybe Danny Evans, saying, "Oh, what I've saw of Sean can't possibly win," but he's 3-2 up now, so he's obviously got something about his game.
Sean ain't no mug.
No, he's a good player.
Yeah, I've got him in the grand final at Riley Solihull.
Have ya?
Yeah, next month. And who you got?
I've got Fred Tandy,
Okay, that'll be an interesting match.
bit different.
Stevie Giles has got Dan Eaton Lees.
Yeah,
Neil Britton, Wayne Hands.
that's a good game, isn't
That
it?
is a very good game. And believe it or not, that's ranked second versus 31. And Wayne Hands being number 31.
Yeah, Wayne Hammonds lost to the geezer that beat me, Matt Oakley.
Matt Tom
Oakley, yeah.
No, Tom McLean.
Yeah, Tom
Tom
McLean.
McLean, yeah.
Yeah, I think Tom McLean beat Wayne Hands 6-0, was it? Or 6-1?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's madness. Dean Britton liking the stream, looks good. Thank you, mate.
Dean Britton. You right there, Mucker? Mushy Pie.
I think this was meant to be a race to 25, but somehow it's turned into a race to 21.
Yeah, Sean come over to us earlier and he says somebody changed the rules.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that will suit more, to be honest. I think I don't think it makes much difference. I think they're that closely matched, whether it's to 5 or 21 or 25 or 30 or 100. It's going to be a close game regardless.
Welcome, Chrissy Record. I'm surprised that you're not down the Midlands with us.
Yeah. Yeah, so just nicked the pocket a little bit there, Sean, but he's still got
He's got some work to do to get back to that one on the top rail there.
yeah, he just needs to punch this off the cushion, side cushion. Yeah. So what would you do here, Jace? Take the one into the corner, swing it off 2 and then red in the middle?
No, me personally, I'll take the one to middle to go up on the top rail now. And then try, well, I shouldn't say try, then come back down off the one on the top rail, probably 8 inches to the right of the blue spot.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping this is the way he's going to go,
Yeah,
because that is the correct way
he's
in
played
my
that
eyes.
well. It's just maybe not as much angle as he'd like, but he can force this, I think.
See now, he can slow roll this, drop this and land on the black to middle pocket, right middle pocket. He's dragging it, so I'm assuming he's going around the angles there, and that is a good shot.
It's just carried on. It's just carried on rolling.
Snooker player, he can cue off the rail.
Yeah, he'll pop this.
Yes, great shot there by Sean.
So I think we're having a break after every 10 frames.
Okay.
Probably not a long break. I think they're both smokers, so they both want to go and clear their heads and have a smoke. Peter Clark, hello sir. Chrissy Record, hello mate, how are you? Big shout out for Tar Bar, not sure what that is, or TNR Bar, not sure, Peter Clark. Not sure what that is, but big shout out for it regardless. So Scott with a big break here. He's just got that one problem. Has he got an angle to just nudge it out now, Jace?
No, he ain't. I can't. He's going to take it down.
He's
going to
drop on it.
Yeah.
Well, if he misses it, as long as he plays it dead weight, he's got total control of the frame. And
yeah, he just gets the bag.
If it goes, then you'd expect him to clear up. He's played that really, really well. Yellow down the top now, then the one in the middle, one over the old, and the black in the middle. Should be relatively routine for Scott.
Cara Rowden, are you watching the stream? Have you managed to find the live stream that we was talking about earlier on? And that is Cara Rowden.
90 viewers now. It was just over 90 odd. Guys, if you can like and share the stream, let's get as many viewers as we can. It'd be great to get over 100 viewers. Yeah, it's a good reply from Scott. He's lost 4 on the bounce, and then he done another break dish. So Scott's won 3 frames and 2 are break dishes, Jace.
Lee Stanton, why have you got fat cheeks on your profile picture? Or am you window licking again? Oh, that's what you're doing, you're window licking.
Lee Stanton, who's these numpties commentating? Lee Stanton, who's these numpties commentating? If you don't like it, mate, you don't need to watch. It's a dry break there from Sean. Just run out of position there, hasn't he? Does that yellow pass between the 2 reds?
Sean Emp, to be fair, the way the players are playing, I can't call this match. I really thought Scott was the favourite, but the way Sean's playing, this game could go anywhere.
Yeah, that's a good shot from Scott there. Just play the yellow in the opposite corner. Yes. And this here is his only problem, yellow, so as long as he drops this in, he's got the yellow in the opposite corner. And then that should be 4-4.
These boys ain't messing about like the lads in the early match.
No, it's like I said, this is just up so many levels. I'll tell you what, the standard of this is really, really good so far. Is that 3 dishes and a reverse dish for Scott? No, two dishes and a reverse dish, and he's won 4 frames.
Yep.
So Sean is now on the stream. I'm not sure how he's doing that. Somebody must be on his Facebook. He's not got his phone there.
I'm assuming it's his lovely lady that's probably on the Facebook.
Yeah, I think so. We're joined by Paul Royalty, Phil Ward.
Phil Ward has just walked into the room. Phil, would you like to come on commentary, being you were slating us earlier?
Yeah.
No, he walks
Phil
away.
Ward's
He walks away,
clueless.
sticking his fingers up at us.
He doesn't know anything about Paul. He doesn't know how to dress. It looks like he's come dressed from the 80s. He's got his granddad's jumper on, his mum's blouse, and some jeans off Scott Smith's wardrobe floor.
Phil, how's the back?
He's like your practice partner, isn't he, Phil Ward? You have loads of sets with him, don't you?
No, I don't. I ain't played Phil for. To be fair, I played Phil when I was having a money match against Raj, and he gave me a couple of sets, and I think out of probably 6 or 7 sets, he may have won 2.
Weren't you playing for like 20 quid a set as well?
Yeah,
so
20 quid a set.
Yeah,
so,
you'll take that.
So
thanks, Phil, for the donations.
Yeah.
Appreciated.
much
By
appreciated.
the
Phil.
Jason Herzog Charity Fund.
Yeah.
If anybody else would like to give to that, we'll get just give him pay sorted ASAP. Banner in the house. Hello, sir.
Yo, 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 Banner. How's the kids? Carl, am they driving you crazy?
Oh, he's had a little bit of a result. I think he's tried to play the red off the yellow into the middle, and he's just caught it a little bit thinner than what he'd like, but it's rolled in down the bottom rail. It's not really too much of his advantage though, because that red now is well and truly stuffed. He's got some work to do here, Sean. He's just tried to play a little bit of a safety shot, but with that cluster of yellows there, I think he could be in a little bit of trouble if Scott gets this right.
But knowing Scott, the way he plays, I'm thinking bit of a Dan Hartley, but the way he's looking at the table, he ain't going to play it. One to middle, plant, which would then kick the other one off the top rail.
Yeah, you can just, I think from where he was, he could have just clipped that yellow. Sean's just releasing this ball, but that's a brave shot, that is.
Well, it's a nothing shot really, because he's still got that dead red above the black.
So Ian Smith is now watching. Good evening, Ian Smith. Oh, it's a good aggressive shot from Scott down the rail there. He's still got a lot of work to do if he's thinking about taking these out though. Yeah, I think Scott was just trying to force the issue a little bit there, and he didn't really need to, but he's opened the balls up for Sean, so still a tricky ball on the left-hand cushion, but Sean being a snooker player, he plays them with so much confidence down the rail. I think he can play this red down the rail hard enough to kick this red out as well.
I don't think he needs to. that red,
it go?
it's massive pocket. It's just massive.
Oh yeah, he's played that well. Yeah, just drop it in, then the black in the middle, nothing special.
Well, I'm going to say it again. Sean Ashe here to make the numbers up.
Yeah, definitely. He means business tonight. He said against Dane that he just didn't do himself justice, but he did start like this against Dane, didn't he? I think, were they 10-10, 11-10? And then
Yeah,
Dane steamrolled him.
Dane reeled off something like 7 frames in a row, and then he just struggled to get back into the game.
Yeah. So who do you think the game suits the longer it goes on? Do you think Scott wants a bit of a slugfest, or do you think Sean's not going to mind it?
Scott, out of the 9 frames that's been played so far, it's not been a slugfest.
Yeah, none at all. It's been quite aggressive, hasn't it?
Yeah. So I think both players are very similar in style.
I think they'll have a couple of minutes break after this frame. If Scott can go to the break level, he'll be happy with that at 5-4 down. Yeah, Sean's made a ball there. I think he's been a little bit unfortunate. Might just be able to see this yellow into the middle.
No, I'd be playing red from here.
Can he see the red?
Red to middle.
Yeah, if he can see the red, even better. Oh yeah, you can see it easy.
Flies in.
I fancy him to take these.
Now he's got to go up top of the table,
that
because I don't
red
think
go
this
past?
one. Oh, flies, mate.
Oh yeah. Just needs to work out the situation with those 2 reds on the right hand side. Would you be playing to land in the middle of them at some stage, Jace, or would you be playing the plant? Maybe play the one in the top, leave it just to the right of the blue spot and play the plant.
I'd be stunning across now.
Oh, he's
And
missed it.
that is the problem. He's just lashed at that ball.
Yeah, I think his plan was to play the plant the next shot. But Scott here plays the yellow down the rail, just covers the bag if it doesn't go.
I thought that was going to hang then.
I don't think he wanted that to go, to be honest. He's got some work to do now.
I think Scott will play the double here.
Yeah, if it's on, he won't shy away from a double.
No.
It looks like it's on.
He's got a double, followed by the one in the top left-hand corner.
I'm not sure if he's just come far enough just to cut that one in the middle. No, I think he's going to play the double.
And then,
yeah, it's a great
and then the yellow to the bottom right. Run it through 6 inches for the 2 to the left-hand corner, or left and right. Game on.
Yeah,
Game over.
I think this is 5-5 now. Can he see it?
I think he might be able. I can't see from this camera angle. I think he can. No, obviously not.
He's just going to try and leave it tricky. Yeah, it's a good shot from Scott. Just tied the. I think that red doesn't go in that corner now, does it?
How good is Sean's queuing 1 to middle bag? Tight angle.
Yeah, I think if he goes for it, I think he pots it.
But that red, I think, does go past the yellow.
Steve, can we have a look at that? See if that red goes past that yellow in the corner.
It does go past, because to the right of me has just given me the nod saying it flies past.
Oh, right, okay. And that nod is Chrissy Beckett.
Chrissy Beckett, the man that will fix any computer.
Yeah, it's a good shot that is from Sean.
Sean can't lose his frame now.
No, not at all. As long as Beckett's eyes are right. Sean, he doesn't look super confident.
I think he's trying to work out how to get back to the black. So me personally,
You should just be able to screw right back up the table.
your ball to middle, in the middle of the table would be your last ball. And
Yeah, I'd
that
have done the same as you. I'd have screwed back up for the
Yeah.
top, and then you can just mess up. This is he needs to miss some balls here.
he can't get past this yellow or black. He's crashing into him.
Yeah, the only thing maybe is hope to catch the yellow half ball, just to send the white just to the left of the pink spot and leave a chop in. Just like that.
But
He's gone behind there. I think he played that a little bit too pacey for my liking.
yeah,
Because he's got so much room where it can go wrong there. He's got like 2 foot in the table. He's guaranteed a shot that way, isn't he?
but how good is his queuing now just to drop this white behind the red?
Yeah, if he gets this right, Scott could be in trouble, but I'm not sure. The table's so quick today. Yeah, he's hit it, which is the main thing. So what are you playing first here, Jace? The plant?
If it's straight plant, yeah, but again, something could go wrong here.
Oh yeah, he's played that. Get off that black. Yeah, he's played that really well. Right, formality, 5-5. So we did tell you guys that this is going to be a tremendous match and that it wasn't going to be one-sided.
Hello, just a little bit
So
too far,
still
but
expect him to just roll it
Yeah.
in. Yeah, so that's 5-5, guys. The players are going to take a short break now, and we'll see you when the players are back. So welcome back, guys. If you've gone to get a drink, welcome back. Scott's just come back. Sean didn't go out. Just sat on his chair, so I think Scott went to get a bit of fresh air. So they'll have a break in another 10 frames. So, what are your predictions, guys? If you can drop them in the comments, we'll have a look. Yeah, Scott with a big break there. Yeah.
Scott now, I think he's going a bit tactical to try and pinch a few frames here.
Yeah, I think when the balls are there, he's feeling good enough to pot them, but he doesn't need to force it too much. He's got it in his locker where he can get himself into a position. I think Sean just tried to fudge the hole there by the look of disgust on his face.
Thing is though, Sean didn't need to put that ball completely in that pocket because the combination shot was quite easy there. To stop combination shots, you've got to just get it to the right or the left hand side of the knuckle.
Yeah, so Scott's probably going to look at making this hard for Sean. It wouldn't surprise me if he just touches the red onto the yellow. Yeah, it's a good shot there from Scott. Get his one ball out and tie the other yellow up.
But Sean here now could easily bump that bad yellow out, bottom rail, side rail, and put it into open play.
Yeah, he can. The only problem is if he pots this yellow, he's going to have some work to do with the yellow that's by the red over that hole.
I don't think Sean's seen the shot because that yellow there would help him getting his bad ball out that's by the red up the rail.
Yeah, so Scott's probably going to push this yellow closer to the red here. Oh no, he's not. He's just getting it out.
Scott's done exactly what Sean should have done with his yellow.
Yeah. So Stephen Giles has just joined us. So a little bit tactical this frame. We've been treated to a few dishes in the first half, so something a little bit different. So Carl Banner just turned up as well. So a few people coming to mids now. They all want to get a piece of the action.
Sorry, who's just turned up?
Carl Banner.
Carl Bannister. Your missus kicked you out, I say.
Hello, mate.
And the kids doing your heading, mate.
So Sean's played his way back into this frame really because Scott did have control of it, but Sean's just played a couple of Aggressive set. Oh, that's a good double there from Sean. Has he got it in the locker again to play it again?
He's got to play it again. He's got no option. But again, he's going to be running into this red if he ain't careful.
Yeah. So is Scott just going to tuck him up behind this corner red? Yeah, he is.
Scott will. You know,
Yes. Like I said earlier in the stream, Scott's going to be in no rush for these. He's just going to do whatever it takes. Martin Cross, good friend of mine, welcome to the stream, sir.
Yeah, next week, mate. Jamil, Jimbo, how you doing, my Indian friend?
Neil Britton's in the building.
Yeah, Neil Britton's in the building. Lost to Stephen Giles in the semi-final.
Did he?
At the Redditch. Apparently, Neil was 3-3. Stephen Giles beat him 7-3.
So Scott's just played a good little shot there just to get on this red in the middle.
Sorry about the tease trolley that's flying past the screen at the moment.
Is he having a laugh?
I can't believe
Mop!
our Indian friend Moppy is going around the pool table
He's just
while
desperate to get on
there's a
the
money match
limelight,
on.
isn't he? He's desperate to get on the camera.
I did tell him that I could do a male version of Indian Babe Station after this match.
Yeah, so so Scott here just well, there's not even a problem ball. That one from the left hand side, it's well away from the cushion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of traffic for him on the way back up for the black, but there's such a big room for anywhere above the black spot.
Well, just get the white between the two yellows. Happy days.
Yeah, it's a great shot that is there from Scott. I think. Oh, so we're just joined by the machine.
Yes,
that is
the machine itself, Theo Morgan.
He's writing in his pocket.
Would you like to say hello?
Hello, hello.
So we're really looking for one of the players here to kick on and pull a few frames clear, but the way they're playing, you just can't see it. Do you think it would be beneficial to Scott to have a few more tactical frames like that to try and tie Sean up, or does... Well, you can't really tie him up when he breaks like that.
Mate, that is a monster break.
Yeah.
He's got to go reds.
He's only got one by the yellow, but that still goes in the middle and the corner.
Yeah.
Sean's just underplayed that, I think, there, hasn't he?
I don't know what. I really do not know what he tried playing there.
I think he must have been stuck in the two minds, whether to go to the right of the yellow or to the left, and he's ended up playing right behind him. So he's got some work to do now.
But the thing is, at this standard, you shouldn't be in two minds, you know.
No, definitely not. Just get back up, have a look at it, reassess the situation, then play it again. Well, that's a poor shot from Sean there. I'll be disappointed with that.
He's got no safe shot here either.
Where's that white? Oh, he's gone.
He's
in.
lost the white.
Yeah. So
Scott ain't missing these.
So what would you do here, Jace? Would you play the red of his, clear it, bounce off the cushion? So many different ways it can go.
No. I know my way, but it wouldn't be the way that Scott's probably looking now of splitting these two yellows.
He just needs to.
See, I'd be bumping this yellow where the red is taking now.
Yeah, I think
Down
I'd have played that shot, to be honest. The
down
red
towards the bag.
Providing that
bag.
the yellow's plant in the opposite middle, you can keep everything in the middle of the table.
But he's got to punch this plant in for the other yellow to go to the top right hand corner.
Or if,
Keswell, where are you, mate? I thought you was coming down on commentary.
yeah, he's played that well, and he's on the only ball that could cause him trouble just beyond the black. I thought, is he still on there?
Yeah, he's still on the one to the top corner, but he's trying his hardest to lose the frame.
Yeah, he's back in control now, just rollings from here. Yeah, just roll it through a couple of inches. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, it's a good shot there from Scott. In the top or in the middle, whatever you prefer. Yeah, that's 7-5 to Scott now.
Yeah, he's got his two frame lead again now, Scott.
Yeah. Mark Ganderton in the house watching. Hello, Mark Ganderton.
Mark Ganderton, what do you think of Jimmy White and his new bird? Has he found you to let you know?
That white jumped about a foot then. Oh. Can he see that? Can he see the red in the middle?
I think he might be able to, mate. Yeah, it flies by.
Oh, it's a clever shot that is. He's just freed up his bad red. And then these should be Mary Ploppins. Just a little bit of work. Where are you putting the black, Jason?
Where did you put in the black? Well, I would say the red that's to the left middle is your last ball.
And play the black into the right middle.
Yeah.
He's just playing this into a blind pocket. These can be a little bit tricky sometimes.
See, now he's way out of position now.
Yeah, the white's going to go past the blue spot.
So now he's forced to take his last ball.
Unless he plays the left hand red out the two, but he'd be mad to do that. Keep it simple and leave a shot at the end.
He could leave the red on the brown spot and then stun down the left hand side of the table for black to the the right middle. So here comes a stun shot down the left hand side of the table.
Yeah, he just needs to avoid the middle pocket. He should be fine. Even if he runs it too far, he'll have the black in the top left. So yeah, it's a great shot that is there from Scott. Scott starting to look like he means business now.
Yeah, good shot there by Scott.
Anthony Preston, come on then, Scotty boy. That's what we like to see. Get me on the mid, lads. Mids is really busy now, isn't it?
Yeah, compared to this afternoon, it's picked up 3 or 4 fold. All the tables are full. Unfortunately, I've blocked 6 of them with a stream, so there'll be a waiting list, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think they was expecting you just to have a little desk at the end of the table, to be honest.
Yeah, well, that ain't going to happen, is it? Another dry break there by Sean.
Yes, he needs. He's just got a couple of bad reds here. The one in between the 3 yellows.
Well, his worst one is the one to the left of the black. Where that's going.
I can't see him going for the dish here. I think he might just slow the train.
He's crashing into this one in the middle.
Oh, it's a great. Oh,
Of the table.
is he on that?
If he ain't on it,
He definitely goes up the top, but
yeah.
I'm not sure he'll take that on. That's a big shot.
I personally think you've got the cue ball where it is now. As a shot to nothing,
You need to play it.
play it now.
Yeah. To be honest, where he's got the red over the bottom left corner hole as well, so he's still got a little bit of control. And if he just fires it through just a couple of inches for the next red in the middle, if he's on it, then
He's going up the top of the table.
That won't hurt. That won't hurt. A lot of work for Sean to do to get his way back into this frame.
Yeah, but Sean to keep himself in the frame here, he's to cut this one down the rail. What he's on now.
It's gone.
He's happy for it to go because this yellow that's down on the bottom rail, it can cover the pocket of the red.
Oh yeah, just nudge the red out. Yeah, Scott's just going to get rid of that pretty swiftly.
Scott's got to be careful here. It's a good shot by Scott.
Yeah.
Hasn't
get it
left
out.
Sean nothing.
Cross double. I think.
No, he's missed it. He's missed it.
Couple of options here for Scott. Maybe clear the one over the hole, get up to the 2 reds to try and get the bad one out.
I think he's just trying to get this one into open play.
Yeah, it's a good shot. He's just got to be patient, hasn't he, Scott, and just take his chances when they come to him.
Yeah. See, could you be erratic here now? Pop the one out of the bag and just crash into the cluster of 3.
I think maybe 8-5 down. He probably wants to keep things tight, but it's definitely an option.
He tried the shot that I just said, and he's unfortunate there.
No,
that
he's potted a yellow up the top.
Yeah, but he potted the one over the bag as well. He's tried crashing into them 3, and he's gone up behind the front 2 and kicked that back yellow out. That
That
then's
yellow
ended up in the
doesn't
top
go now,
right hand
does it?
corner. No, he's in a no man's land here.
He's going to have to play a world here to keep himself in the frame. Chris Beckett is watching. Shout out to Chris Beckett.
Could he, Mark, cut this one that's underneath the black spot across and try and get the bag?
I think he's potted it. Oh, that's outrageously unlucky.
Sean's shoulders dropped then as if to say,
Yeah.
I did not want that to go.
'86 viewers, guys, on the stream. If we can get some more likes and shares, that would be fantastic. We'd love to get up to 100. Oh, I thought Sean had managed to double that then to get himself out of trouble.
I'd have tried the cheeky treble to get the white back, the yellow back down into this bottom corner,
Yeah.
or cause any problem down this end of the table.
He's a little bit straighter than he would like, but he's okay. Why are you playing Jason to the middle or the plant?
He's got to go middle.
Yeah, he's controlled well. He's got options here either way, to be honest. If he plays the one over the corner, just come across and ready. And I think he'd rather play the one in the middle first, so we can just screw back down for the black.
It's always harder when you've got a ball over the bag
To control the
to
white.
control the white.
Yeah, definitely.
I would have left that one till last that he's just potted, because now he's hampered. He's got to jack the cue up and try and generate that cue ball.
Oh,
And
he's
he
left the
hasn't
shot,
he
but it's not easy.
he hasn't cued it very well.
This is like brown spot to black spot, isn't it? It's tough. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
he's-
good shot there from Scott.
At one point I thought he'd missed it, but
Yeah, this is really good now from Scott. Shout out to Gary Chater, watching the stream. He's just sent me a message asking for a shout out. Really nice guys, Gaz Chater.
Gavin Adams, welcome to the room. I did see Gemma Wright in the room as well. Don't know whether he's still here.
Gemma Wright, as in Jimmy Wright.
Gemma Wright, it's Gemma Wright.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is that right?
But I do know it's Jimmy Wright that's hiding behind Gemma Wright.
Yeah, definitely. Raj collecting the glasses.
It's mouse work he's done all day.
Yeah. Oh, Scott had a big break there. If he's on this red. Yeah, if he pots this, then yeah, it's a good shot from Scott. That's well held. He didn't really need to do that.
No, he ain't, because he could have left that last but one with a one on the right of the middle pocket.
Yeah, I guess he probably thought that he's probably got that red over the middle, so worst case he's always going to have a ball. But if he just overdone it and went in off or something, he would have regretted that. Oh, it's a great shot from Scott.
But
Needs,
again, he's in no man's land because hampered. He's got to
just
draw
needs
it back
draw
to where it is now. As we was talking about the two lovers earlier, Theo Morgan and Ryan Killian, they're sitting with each other right opposite us.
Yeah, I think Ryan's actually on Theo's lap.
I think he is, and believe it or not, Ryan is laughing.
Yeah, he is. Oh, Scott's missed that one. So Sean needs to be taking these out now. Once he's cleared the one yellow, the other
If
one.
Sean doesn't take these out, because these balls are County B standard. Any County B standard player could take these balls out.
Yeah, I just think it's how he's feeling, to be honest. I think Scott's reeled off the last 4 frames since the break. So if he's feeling aggressive and positive, which he needs to be, then he needs to just get these done. This is done, by the way, from Gemma Wright. That's Jimmy Wright.
Jimmy Wright, why aren't you down? Gav Adams, why aren't you down?
They've been sat on each other's lap in Redditch all day. Simon Greig.
Simon Gregg, it wouldn't surprise me, mate. Glad everything went well today. Sorry I couldn't make it. Obviously I've been streaming all day.
Yeah, so I don't really like that from Sean. I think the balls were there to be taken, and with Scott having one over the hole, he only needs to fluke one ball and they're on again. I know it's a good safety, and if he gets the 2 shots, then yeah, but I just think he's giving Scott a shot when he had the chance to dish him.
See, that now has helped Sean because he's just killed the black down by his yellows. To be fair, it was a bad shot by Sean previously because you should be covering that cross double.
Yeah, I think he might have. If Scott pots this one.
Jimmy Wright, cheers, pal.
Oh, Scott. Is the skill shot on down now?
No, impossible skill
it's
shot.
in the knuckle, and it's in the jaw.
Yeah.
So Scott, with some work to do here, mate. I'm not.
See how quick.
I
Does
think
the
this
black?
is going to be a.
Does that black pass that yellow?
Wow! If it does. It's in the middle. It's in the middle.
In the middle.
It's in the middle. No way!
Get
It's in the
there.
middle. Scott Smith with an absolutely outrageous Scott Smith the way he does, and that's why he's the investment vehicle tonight, and that's why he's going places. MJ Basketball Promotions, please speak to me if you require any assistance from Scott.
Scott walks away from the table laughing.
Not that I'm a biased commentator at all, but as Scott's manager and a good friend, there's a slight sway that I do want Scott to win just a little bit. Like 51-49.
To be fair, as a Midlands lad, yeah, you know, you always favour your own players.
Sean's starting to get a little bit frustrated with his break now. He's moving his cues around and stuff. So Scott just playing containing safety. He's got control of the frame with that yellow. Obviously Blackball Rules giving him the option to maybe get it out if he needs to, Sean. Yes, Gavin, I agree with you, mate. That's why Sean should have gone for the finish when he had the chance last frame. Yeah, definitely. If the balls are there for you, and your opponent's got a ball over the bag, there's always a chance if you lay a snooker, they're going to fluke it. I just think it was the fact that Sean hadn't won a frame in the last 4 or 5, maybe even 5 or 6. So he just wasn't swagging enough to kind of go for the finish. But yeah, definitely agree with you there. Sean's tried to get it out there. He's been a little bit unlucky. Can he still go up and down? Has he got the angle?
I don't think he was unlucky there. I just thought it was a poor shot.
Not enough conviction to get everything
Well,
out.
did he need to go for him? You know,
Yeah, he shouldn't be going for these, to be
Because-
honest. Where the two reds are down here.
because now he's removed all his balls. There's no problem balls for Scott to run into.
You know you got a good girlfriend when she brings you a Twix on commentary.
Yeah, but you forgot to bring the other commentator one.
Good, luckily I'm a good sharer. I'm fat, but I'm a good sharer. Yeah, mate. Do you want Steve? Do you want half a Twix?
I have got to say though, mate, since you've met this lass, you've put a bit of weight on.
She's a feeder.
Is she a feeder? Is that what it
Yeah.
is?
To be honest, you know Gaz Chater?
Yeah. The carp fisherman.
Yeah, I'm catching Gaz Chater up now. I feel like we've got the same shaped head and body and everything. So starting from Monday.
You only need to shave your head and you probably would look like him.
Yeah. Get my glasses back on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Scott in no rush to do anything here. Yeah, good shot.
Let's give Sean a shot to nothing. Take this one to the corner. See, he's just got no, just got no conviction in his shot. You know.
He's tried to fudge the hole now 3 or 4 times, and every time he's potted the ball.
Here he is. Here he is, Death Looks. You want to turn your phone up?
Is that
You
2?
want to turn your phone up? Oh, really, Nate, yeah?
Is that 2 shots? Yeah, he didn't hit the cushion. I didn't think he did.
Well, why ain't Scott picked the white up?
He's just going to fudge this over the hole, isn't he? Gaz Chater's telling us what he thinks of that. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it, yeah.
Oh, has Sean just played that and got
Hold
the
up a
2
minute.
yellows?
I've just looked
Yeah,
forward
and there's 2 yellows
and
tied up.
Scott's had 3 balls over the corner bag. Now he's got 3 balls on the rails.
Has he got 2? Yeah, he has. He's got 2. Yeah, that's it. Roll that one over the hole, and then play it again, and then fetch that one out.
Well, he ain't got a rush anyway because the black's dead. He's got the pocket covered there.
Yeah, that'll do, Scott. And then just use this to nudge that out.
Yeah, just stun it.
Yeah, Sean. To be honest, Matty Bennett, I'm just looking at Sean now, and after the break, he just looks a little bit defeated at the minute, and he just needs to pick himself back up. Otherwise, he's in trouble of getting absolutely steamrolled. Because we all know Scott's a machine, and when he's in front, he's hard to pull back.
Well, I think for Sean it's a bit like deja vu because, or Groundhog Day, because against Dane reeled off 7 frames and then Sean just couldn't find momentum, and Scott's doing the same here.
Yeah, is he okay on that? Yeah. Yeah, so he just needs to make sure of this one. He's left it a little bit longer than what he'd have liked because of the last shot, but I expect him to pot this.
Yeah.
So the investment vehicle, his wheels are still turning.
So as a promoter, how much have you got on Scott?
10 pounds.
£10.
Yeah. So, as Scott's promoter, win, lose or draw this game, I think he will be looking at kicking on and to get back to where he was, because he's such a talented lad, isn't he, Scott?
Scott, yeah, but the problem is Scott has got a heart of gold. You know, his personal life, not going into detail, has kind of let him down. I wouldn't say let him down, but he's gone a bit railroad, you know, and it's nice to see him back to back to his usual self.
Yeah, definitely. That's a better shot from Sean. He played that with a lot more conviction. So Jimmy right there, taking games and not doing your homework is the problem in my opinion. Right, yeah, my battery's going to die soon on my phone, so we'll have to use your phone to read the comments. I got Beckett and my missus behind me just dribbling onto each other. I just don't know what they're saying.
Mate, there was just tonguing each other
I know.
just.
Probably was. Beckett is like a chip in curry sauce. He gets in anything, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Straight in it, no messing around. If anybody of you are female looking for a date, then please message Chris Beckett.
Or
He's mega busy at the minute on Grindr, but he will fit you in.
or he could join Theo and Ryan to make a threesome.
Yeah, definitely. Is that Dan Eaton Lee's Paul Royalty?
Yes, Dan Eaton Lee's in the house with Govey.
After he won the Redditch tour today.
Well, he shared it with Stephen Giles.
Did
Just
he?
they shared it, yeah. Played for 50 quid, but shared the remainder.
So what do you think? Is Scott going to clear these? I just think Sean's going a little bit suicidal now. It's like he's disheartened already. He needs to dig deep.
Sean don't know what to do. He's trying to get a frame on the board just to break momentum.
Yeah, I think if he's... I don't even know how to do it, to be honest. When Scott's playing like this, he's an animal. So Scott needs to maybe just stun between the yellow by the black spot and the red, so we can cut that yellow and just nudge that yellow out. Yeah, that'll do. Just got an angle now, just to pop this and to nudge the yellow off the cushion. He'll be unlucky not to land on something. And he's been unlucky.
No, he's
Still
still got the plant. He can make the plant to middle. He can still make that plant.
The thing is, you don't know where the yellow's going, do you?
Well, you've got to play pacey to get it back
it out,
down
yeah.
the other middle pocket. The opposite middle. Or just keep it over the top bag up
Is
there.
that a result there? Yeah, you'll take that. Just got to get back up anywhere halfway up the table, he'll be fine. Yeah, that's perfect. Small hands Beckett, top lad from Anthony Preston.
Matty Bennett, I did see your young brother walk into the pool hall. He shook me by the hand.
Yeah, give me a nudge as well, Jamie.
So it wouldn't surprise me if he ain't knocking.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
I've just been told he's having something to eat, mate.
yeah, so that's 12-5 to Scott now. He's going to look very hard to peg back. Yes, Matt, he is here. So Scott's starting to enjoy himself as well now, just chatting away to Jaws and Mikey Smith and Banner.
But
To be honest, since the boys have come in and they've been sat with him, he hasn't missed much. I think he just needed somebody to talk to.
Yeah, just to relax him, like. But it's like anything. You're that far in front, you become more relaxed.
Yeah.
You know, and you see shots that you shouldn't be seeing.
Yeah. You just can't get complacent. Yeah, so Jimmy Wright's just put on there, in his opinion, Scott is a better figure than Dane. And I probably agree with him, to be honest. I mean, if Scott's playing at his best and Dane's playing at his best, who would you back?
I would still say Scott, because
Yeah,
at the end of the day, and I will say this, Scott is the better Smith out of all of them.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, so Jamil, me and Scott were doing a few drills with the breaks before the game. I think we spent a good 10 minutes just breaking, just to make sure that his break was there and his plan B break as well. And he's been making a lot of balls, so he'll definitely be feeling confident with that part of his game as he just twitches up a little bit there and miss one. So a chance for Sean now, Jace?
Sean really should be taking these out.
This will tell you how he's feeling.
He is capable, but it's one of them where he's 7 frames behind. He's looking to break the rut, but I do fancy him taking these out.
He's just going to run away from it all now, isn't he?
No, he's got one.
Plays the one in the middle.
He's got to play the one into the middle. Then he's got to the corner. See now he's landed between both balls. So this is a lot harder.
And if he plays the bottom one, he can't get on the other one.
Well, he could play the bottom one and flick off the top of the yellow to bring the white back off side rail.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going to play. So, just needs a
He's got to
little
help it.
luck here,
He's helping here.
Oh, he's been unlucky there. I wouldn't be surprised if he just whacks this. He looks proper frustrated. Yeah, he's hit it. He's hit the red.
Sorry, I didn't realise that he was going to stand right in front of the camera then.
Yeah, and all 7'6" of him. Yeah, so Scott's just going to play the... Oh, he's gone in off. He's gone in off.
No, where? Oh, mate, I'm sorry to say, but that cue ball, about 12 inches away from the pocket, was not going in.
I think it does pull out there as well. It pulls left.
I think that cue ball has slightly pulled out as it's got close to the bag.
Can we get a replay of that, Steve?
Unfortunately, we can't get no replays.
Jesus, I thought this was BBC Red Button. Yeah, it does. To be honest, it does pull out left, just up that rail. So, I can watch it on here anyway, can't I? Oh wow.
I've missed it now.
If anyone can rewind their Facebook Live to tell me if that drifted out, that would be really useful. Yeah, so all Sean's got to do here is just screw out.
That was dangerous, because if it dropped, he was buggered.
Thought he'd gone in off and
Living dangerous. Yeah, nice to see Sean get a frame on the board.
Jace, when you're back in action on table, and what about you, Bastable?
Matty Bennett, mate, I just haven't got the desire to practice these days. I'll go to tours, comps, and I try my best, but I just haven't got the heart to practice. Money matches, no, they don't interest me. They really don't.
Yeah, and my answer to that, Matt, at the minute I'm enjoying promoting Paul. I feel like Eddie Hearn more than Anthony Joshua, so I'm just going to continue with his career for a little bit, hopefully get some more games, and then when my missus says I'm allowed out to practice, I'll be back on the scene. Yes, it drifted big time, Derek Wilson said. Yeah, we thought so.
Yeah, I thought that, mate. He was never in 12 inches away from the pocket.
So 2 more frames and they'll have another break. Scott's going to be very happy going in Thank you for the drink, Chris Beckett.
Chris Beckett, why you keep buying his missus pop? Should be bouncing off the walls tonight.
What you say? I can't hear you.
She usually is anyway, aren't you?
Bouncing off the walls, off the ceilings, off the headboard, bouncing everywhere.
She can't even hear.
Right then, another question, gents. Martin Cross or Bloomer next week? To answer that in a really quick question, Martin Cross after Scott Smith is the new investment vehicle. So he's this week's ISA. And Jace, your thoughts on that at Blackball?
I really think he's come a long way since I played him. And I'm no offence to
How has he snookered himself?
Martin Cross, but I think Lee Bloomer will take it.
I think that's another game that Jason's lucky enough to have on the stream that nobody can. It's just a.
I'm expecting a long day.
Oh, Sean has played a good shot there to get himself out of trouble.
It was a big bag though, Mark. That was massive bag.
Right, so that's 12-7. Sean's just won the last two on the trot just to stop the rot.
Okay then, so I've switched the main camera volume on just so as just give a bit of the atmosphere of the room.
Yeah, if you could, if the noise is too loud or it's not working, let us know on the stream and we'll get it amended. But hopefully it'll be all right.
I'll just up the room noise down to overpower the mic.
Yeah, so 12-7 now, Sean's break. He's been struggling with his breaks, hasn't he, Sean? How many dry breaks has he had?
Sean has had five.
5 dry breaks.
And 5 dry breaks for Scott.
So, yeah, so, but I said it in the game earlier, and it's hard to kind of explain, but if you play pool, you'll understand. This table, the balls are so hard to break. Making a ball on this table is such a big advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go onto the left-hand table there, you can hit the balls with half the power, and you're going to make balls every time. It's just I can't explain it. You hit the balls exactly the same place.
Yeah, but the problem is if you've got a fluctuation in internet, it will drop. You know.
Matty Bennett, think we are looking forward to the Britain Seb Webb game. Come on, Britain. Yeah, so
Sean's got the bit again between his
yeah,
teeth.
it's a good job there's a break coming up now. I think this break's going to do Scott a favour because he's 4 frames in front, I would imagine, after these. And he can regroup. He's just got to think like it's 0-0. I think Scott's just starting to play a little bit looser because he's in front and he needs to.
Yeah, he needs to
get back
tighten
down
things back
0-0
up
again. But he doesn't look phased at all, does he?
Sure, Scott.
Yeah.
No.
No emotion. We're joined here by Reese Lampit. He's kissing Stephen Giles on the ears. I'm not sure what all that's about. Yeah, so 12-8 and it's time for a break now.
That's all.
So welcome back, guys. Players back from the little break that they're having after every 10 frames. Scott's just potted the black there on that break, so they split really nice as well. Mark Kelly's just left the building, said his goodbyes, and now he's watching the stream. That's dedication there, Mark Kelly. Rate ya.
Lee Warren, welcome to the stream, mate.
Lee Warren, get at my inbox. I think I might have a game for you coming. Aye, here's the rooker.
No, not the rooker. Bobby the African.
Bobby the African.
The problem is now he's had a drink or two.
It's going to be a nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that dry?
What?
I'm definitely going now.
Are you doing now? All right, you're doing uptown? Cause trouble uptown?
Been a good boy.
Are you being a good boy? Yeah, typical there. Pot the black off the break, then go dry. Next one.
Have you got your phone charger? Mine's in the car. See you later.
Mother's walked into the room.
Your mother?
No, the pill mother, the pill god, Sharon.
Yeah, Scott's
Scott's going to go for these.
yeah. So
He can't pot this yellow and stun into the black.
can he screw back and just stun that yellow out? Yeah,
Because
he can.
that's the problem when you tie the black up like that. Because that black now does not go in any pocket.
He doesn't, but he's got two balls over the middle pocket. Is it? Can he? He doesn't.
He's tried breaking into him there. He's a bit unlucky there.
Play this and play for the one on the rail just in case they both go. Yeah. Yeah, he's alright there, you know. He's not perfect, but if he chops this in, he's naturally going to
Yeah, but
come
he's,
into the black.
he's losing the white.
I think he gets away with this. I told you. I've saw this before, don't...
I'll take that comment back.
I've saw this before. That is a great clearance from Scott Smith there. Yeah, Sean, that's a big break there.
But you know, you can have a big break, but if you're not making the most of it, it's pointless.
Yeah, definitely. He's only really got one ball. He's had either a kick or he hasn't pushed his cue through there.
I think that was a kick, the way the cue ball
Yeah.
just kind of come away off that object ball. But he's still got these.
Yeah, that red that's by the yellow isn't really too much of a problem. It might be now, but it did go in the bottom corner, I think, if as long as it was okay on the one in the middle.
I'll tell you what, there's some strange things that goes on in this Midlands club that I know.
What are they shouting?
We've got Mopper on loudspeaker trying to sell stuff.
What's he selling?
I haven't the foggiest.
Yeah, Matty Bennett. What do you know, Jace? Leave it to Bastable.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, Matty Bennett. As his practice partner, his manager, and his promoter, kid just knows his game inside out, doesn't he? This is tough for Sean here now. He's got a lot of work to do.
Robbie Chilts has walked into the room.
Yeah, I've just saw him at the bar. Paul Royalty.
You know, I've sat here all day and Stephen's only brought it to my attention. I haven't got your logo on the screen.
Oh, wow.
I think we'll have to sort that out.
Yeah, definitely. Scott's just played a really bad shot there. He's tried to cover the red and he's just left it. He can just stun into the red or over by it. He's still okay. He can just take the one in the top, screw it back a couple of inches and then just play the red into the corner. He just needs to be careful he doesn't stick to the yellow if he catches it too thick. He should be fine, he should be push it out.
He can't, he's going to end up sticking beyond the yellow. He can't play that shot. You cannot.
Yeah, so it's another great shout from Bastable there on the commentary. Just can see all the shots, just can't play any of them. Has he got away with it? No. So Scott here, he can probably play this yellow into the corner and fetch the bad ball out, or at least leave himself really close to it.
Oh, that's a great
that's
shot.
another great shout here from John Virgo on commentary. Matty Bennett, that's better, Jace, you called a shot. If you commentate for 10 hours a day, we're going to call a couple of shots at some point, aren't we? Oh, Scott.
Oh, he's miscued that ball. He has miscued that ball.
Yeah, Sean just mops up, but Scott will be disappointed with that. Yeah, Spencer Keane, Spence versus Phil Buckley next Saturday on this super fast table. Light work, yeah, I was lucky enough to have a set with Spence.
Spencer Keane, I can't believe you're not having your match streamed.
Yeah, I know. Have a word. If you and Buckley want your game streamed, I'm sure we can come to some kind of
price,
some kind of arrangement with Jace.
I have done a great deal today for these two matches.
What a break!
And the lads have split it amongst themselves.
I tell you what, if you can see that yellow in the middle, I don't think you can, but if you can see the yellow that's kind of in the middle of the pocket, just to clip it in, then these are absolute dollars. I think he's playing it. Can you see it then? Oh, you can see that one. That's even better. I didn't even think that went. Absolute dollies here for Scott, and this is
14-9.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely no trouble here for Scott. Yeah, just take this one to the corner and then stun up on the next one. I think he's just the wrong side of this to make it as easy as what he wants, but there's just so much room for error. All he's got to do is screw it back up. What has he played? How?
Spencer, if you have a word with Phil Buckley, because obviously he has to agree with the stream as well, drop me a private message and I'll tell you the price that it'll be. Yeah, okay, mate.
So that shot there from Scott is just because the shot before the last one, he just didn't push the cue through enough and he just jabbed at it.
Shall I put that down to one word? Lazy.
Yeah, definitely lazy. If he takes 100% on that shot, he ends up the perfect side, and all he has to do is stun up past the middle pocket and he's got a drop in, and he's just left himself straight, so he could either leave the long black or screw the way he did. He was lucky to land on the black. But yeah, that was a little bit lazy and careless from Scott, unlike Scott as well.
See, I would now be bumping this one off the side rail, so as I put him in a snooker, so you can't come across the table or up or down, because me red on the bottom rail stops the up or down. I got Mikey Smith here. If you'd say hello.
Hello, Jason, you knobhead.
So I think the mood that Sean's in now, he's starting to find his groove a little bit. I think he's going to take these. Oh, he's jawed it. Commentator's curse there, Scott. He's got to go up and down surely for the pot. And it's there's nothing in his way. He doesn't have to play it with side. He can just play it plain ball. You'd fancy Scott to pot this, wouldn't you, Jace?
The way this table plays, if you don't play it pacey enough, it's going to drift again. He's missed it.
Yeah, so
See, now I would be taking this one down to the bottom corner, running it through, and tucking Scott up behind the red on the bottom rail to give me my 2 shots to.
yeah, I'm just looking at Scott. He's just starting to look a little bit, starting to look a little bit sweaty over there. Not as relaxed as he has been. Yeah, they're all saying that black has rolled out again. Anything down that corner seems to be rolling left, doesn't it?
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't see the shot.
Yeah, there's a lot of them saying it. He's going to try and screw this back, maybe play a plant next shot. Yeah, I think that's the. He's got to tuck up behind here, hasn't he?
If he doesn't tuck up, then he loses a frame for me. Because it's hard to play the red over the pocket and get back out.
He's playing it, he's playing it. He's got some work to do now. Does that red pass the black into the corner? It doesn't
Impossible.
look like it, does
No.
it?
No.
He's got some work to stun this all the way across. He's been very fortunate to leave a shot there. It's still a tricky pot.
I personally think that was kamikaze.
It's in though.
No,
No, it's not. And Scott looks a little bit surprised here to be at the table again. Just roll it in, no nonsense.
If I was Sean, I'm 4 frames behind.
He just
I
took up.
Took up. It's hard for him to hit the black. You pick the ball up, get your bad ball out, and then take the clearance out.
Yeah, definitely. He's starting to look a little bit happier now, Scott again.
It's because your feet are touching the floor, ain't it? So like you get numb legs.
So that tall figure there over the cameras, Sean's 9-foot body. Yeah, Matty Bennett, me and Jace are with you there as well. Why not tuck up the bottom red? Yeah, he was just perfect on it as well. He didn't really need to do anything. All he had to do was just touch up behind the cushion, and he was always going to glue himself to it. Make sure the 2 shots. Have it if you want. You want that one? Yeah, Sean with a good shot there, just to get that red away from the yellow. Spence, if you message Jason Herzig or get at my inbox and we'll sort something. If you and Buckley want it streamed, Cross and Bloomer are having it streamed as well, so you'll get a deal if you have the 2 matches. I'm sure they will want you to as well because it works out cheaper. It's just whether or not Buckley does it. You know what Buckley's like. Buckley's a little bit tight. He's speaking of the devil. He's just watching now.
Yeah. It'll be the same price as what I've charged the 4 lads today, which I think is a very, very good price.
Very, very good price, my friend. Very, very. Yeah, so what's going on with the noise here now?
Mate, I really don't know. I'm sure that people are deaf in this place. The room noise is horrendous. Chrissy Beckett, why are you watching?
Chrissy Beckett stood literally next to us and he's watching. That's the dedication. He just wants to hear our voice. You're off, Steve. See you later. Spence Keane, hey tight guy, that's definitely to Buckley. Scott's break in the last couple of breaks have been massive.
He's still got a lot of work to do.
So, Jace, reds or yellows?
You've got to go reds here.
It's just getting on this plant, isn't it, as early as you can. Is there a gap there to get through to this red in the corner? If you're on it perfect, maybe?
No, that the yellow's obstructing
I'm going
it.
to try and fetch it in now.
Yeah, flick the yellow onto the... it's unlucky that he's there.
I think if he just takes the hole here with this red and leaves the white on the bottom cushion.
Raj, can you tell him to turn the TV down? It's killing the sound. Can you tell him to turn the TV down a little? It's killing the sound here.
So Matty Bennett, gents, jokes aside, class stream, not throws once and commentary, quality hats off to you. Thank you very much, Matty Bennett. We will be starting a petition for basketball for commentary for life. So we'll get some Excel spreadsheets knocked up in the week.
I'm getting a bit confused with Matty Bennett's nice comments all the while.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering what's he after. Is he after something off me or something off you, Mark?
He either wants a free stream or a fair game at MJ Basketball, doesn't he?
Yeah. Probably Elder Teller's bar.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. Oh well. What has Sean done there? He's missed the pot. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. He's so. Why has he even gone up there? He's got.
I think it was a natural white where it was going.
Has to be at Ella's bar, Matty Bennett. So just play the plant here. White on the blue spot. Yeah, that'll do. Just needs to.
Yeah,
just
needs to be a
watch
bit
this.
careful now because obviously again he's jacking his cue up. He's got no control over that white ball. He could de-accelerate out of it and the white ball follow through, or he could overscrew this shot.
Oh, it's a tremendous delivery, Scott Smith. Just needs to play it with a little bit of side just to miss the yellow. Perfect. Yeah. Dolly Black.
Great shot
the
there.
Machine is well oiled tonight. Yes, Scott Smith.
I can't believe that I could be home for 10:30 the way Scott's playing tonight.
Unbelievable. To be honest, 15-10, 25 frames. They've only been going for how long? About an hour and a half. is that?
We've been running the stream now for 2 hours and a quarter.
Oh well. Pretty good standard here tonight from both players, to be honest. Sean's not really getting the chances, and when he's going a little bit suicidal at times. But Scott has been unbelievable. Unbelievable, Jeff.
Matty Bennett, I was in the Midlands Club at 1 o'clock setting. No, probably about 20 past 1 setting up, ready for 3 o'clock. So yeah, it's a long day, but we do it for the enjoyment, not for the justice of money.
Huge
But
break from
obviously
Sean.
we've got to get our money back for our equipment that we've laid out.
So all he's got to do here is just get on.
But the thing is, we've said it a couple of times, Mark. All he's got to do is, but then he just throws a silly shot in.
Yeah, I think he's gone too far to make the life easy. He's not on that.
No, I personally don't think he's.
Oh, he must be. Yeah, he is. He's on it. Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah,
He can
he's trace the right hand side, just drop it in.
He's not going to have to get his leg up on the table. He's 9 foot tall. Yeah, so that was that a break?
A break dish, yes, it was a break dish, mate.
I think Sean needs to do that. He needs to get his frames and his breaks won quickly, and Scott needs to, and he needs to make it hard for Scott. But it's hard when Scott's not missing much himself.
That's the first fell break of the session of the match.
Where's the white ball? The white ball's
First.
gone in off. So if Sean finishes these, that makes it 15-12.
And that
it's
puts him back in the
Sean's-
game.
Sean's break next.
Considering where he was prior to, prior to the interval. So the way he's brought that red out, he's going reds.
Yeah, he's on it now as well.
And
isn't
these are the terminology of Mary Ploppins.
he? Mary Ploppins. Matty Bennett, Bastable is the new Chris Kamara.
The Chris Kamara. I don't know about that, Jeff.
Unbelievable. So he hasn't got really any problem ball here.
The only problem he's got, if he makes a problem.
Yeah, very much so.
See, he's thinking about shots,
Just needs to roll them in.
and
doesn't
he just needs to roll them in, because the more you think of it, the more you end up putting yourself in a problem.
He is the weirdest looking creature I've saw today.
Who's that?
The guy behind Sharon.
That is Sharon's fella.
Is he?
That, yes.
Oh my God! How can you look like that?
That there looks a bit like Seb Webb with a little bit more hair.
Yeah. Oh my God! Here you go. Sean's took these out really well, to be honest. It wouldn't surprise me if this goes straight in the middle of the pocket. No drama. 15-12. Game on. Yep.
He's having a good go at it, mate.
Yeah, like you said from the start, he's not here to make up the numbers. He's got a big fan base, Sean. He's got a lot of people come to watch him. A lot of people have
To be,
backed him.
to be honest, I do like Sean. He's a very nice gentleman.
Yeah, he is.
He keeps himself to himself, and he's always happy to talk to you.
Yeah, definitely. It's proper like creature watching Midlands on Saturday night. I was just saying that when I looked at Reese Lampit, to be honest.
What did Reece say then?
I don't know.
What did Reece say? Look at what?
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting now if Sean starts to come back at Scott, how Scott reacts. I still think Scott might be playing a little bit too loose. And Sean's big break is helping him at the minute.
That is a big break.
But
If he's got a red, happy days.
he's got the plant in the corner either way. Oh, he's on this one as well. That camera angle shows it perfect.
I'd be playing this one. Try and take this.
Yes, Matty Hughes. This is getting twitchy, but if you look at the players, they both look in their element. To be honest, Sean's done well to come back, and Scott hasn't really twitched at all. So it's still really balanced. This is as good as the X Factor. Yes, Matty Bennett. Yeah, so Sean just decides to play it off the red there just to get it out a little bit more.
This was the only shot he could play. You couldn't play it natural.
Just
his problem is the plant because the second red he's going towards the yellow.
Yeah, he needs to be on it.
I'd be playing this now.
So he's still got that one to
and,
bail him out.
And play it a little bit pacey than normal.
Oh, he's missed it. Sean's better than that. He shouldn't be missing balls like that. And now Scott, as long as Scott pots that yellow along the top rail, they're Mary Ploppins. Just got one tough ball. The way Scott's playing, he's going to clear these.
Jules Emp, I think Chris Record is ignoring you.
Has he got enough angle to get up towards the black here? I think he has. And even if he
it's a
leaves it,
natural shot, mate.
Leaves it in the jaws, he's in prime position. Oh, he's on the one ball that could have given him. That's a good shot there from Scott. This bottom rail ball as well.
He's going to run this through and drop on the one on the bottom rail. No, that is totally the wrong shot, and he's got away with it.
I think he's on it. It's unbelievable, Jeff. He's on it. Can you believe that he's landed on that ball and now? Oh, that's so good. Come on then, Scott Smith. Let's keep the wheels turning.
This frame will hurt Sean.
Oh. Yes, Scott Smith. Right. Scott will be absolutely loving life with that clearance. Just as Sean starts to come back in it, he misses a good chance with the plant, and then he's taken out a lovely dish. He will absolutely be loving life. Yeah, Anthony Preston there on the stream. Been great streaming, Jace, not like these other rackers where it keeps going off. Korea, nothing. Yeah, it's a tremendous stream.
Cheers there, Ant.
If anybody
Nice
does know the managing director of Sky Sports, Jace is available to cover Sunday night football tomorrow. So
mate, I ain't
working
working all weekend.
Scott's gone for the cut break there. See how he's changed his break? That's his plan B break, that is. Just when he's not having enough luck. And they have split very nice. What are you going here, Jay? So you're going to go yellows and take the one in the middle and get rid of your bad ball, or are you going reds?
I personally, would be going yellows.
And playing the one in the middle first and getting rid of your bad ball by the red?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's red.
Scott's got other thoughts. I think now he's got to leave that bad ball till last.
And just screw
Just
that for the
yeah,
black.
just screw up 2 inches black to middle pocket.
If he plays this one in the corner, he'll be able to just play it with a little bit of side and just leave either one of these 3 balls in the middle pocket. He's so much room for error.
And to me, that is an error because he's just overrun it slightly.
He's just neither here or there, is he?
No.
So, maybe a little bit of work to do for Scott now. Fred Tandy said reds. If Fred Tandy said reds, then I would have took reds because that guy knows his stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
if Fred Tandy says reds, you've got him beat in the grand final at the Solihull Tour.
Yeah, so Fred Tandy, you've drawn me, so that's unlucky for you, mate. I'll order you an Uber ready so that you can get straight home. We wouldn't want you hanging around at the Solihull. Is he on it? Is he on it? Whoa. It doesn't matter too much because he'll have this one in the corner. Just screw back. Stun that across. Yellow down there. Black in the middle. Thanks for coming. That's the investment vehicle right there.
But I know you say screw this, do this, but he is making hard work of this frame.
Yeah, he is. But as long as it gets far enough back here, he's absolutely loving it. Which he hasn't.
See, now he's the wrong side.
Do you think he can play it here off 2 cushions, maybe 3, come here
No.
and leave the yellow in the middle?
No, he's going to stun off the side rail.
Yeah, he's playing it with stun, with check side. This is a big shot now. This is a big shot. You can almost cut the tension with a knife.
See, the problem is now he's playing the length of the table. He's got to put screw on the ball to draw it back 2 inches. This could rattle.
Oh, he's rattled it.
He's
Has he
beyond
got
rattled. He's tried slamming that in.
Yeah, I just think... here's a taxi number, Fred Tandy.
Fred, you're unbelievable, Jeff.
Yeah, so Sean needs to just be putting these away. No dramas. He's just overrun it a little bit.
This is these ain't easy now because this is a blind pocket. So
He might just try it.
yes, we got the chef in the house.
Yes, Chefy.
The chef that does all the cooking down at Midlands.
Oh, he's missed it. He's missed
Always
it.
Where's
Where's
come
that
down
white
and have some
going?
good
Where's the
food.
white going? Oh, I think Scott's all right there. He's still got a shot.
He's Sheffy. Sheffy, come on, say a word. He's gone all shy.
Yeah, Chefy. So
You can't speak. Come on, we've had Bobby the African, so now we're going to have Sheffy the Chinese.
oh, that's a well away from Scott there. He's almost hit next week with that shot.
Yeah, he's give this frame to Sean.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, don't get me wrong, but you'd at least expect him to threaten the pocket. But you never know. Sean's just that erratic.
He ain't got this one to middle because the white's just landed right behind the yellow.
No.
Oh, he ain't. He ain't. He has got away with it.
Sorry, guys. Jace is watching another game. So it's just Mary Plough. Yeah, so he's got to play the plant here, and unless he can manage to get out for it, this is no gimme. Yeah, he's played that really well there.
Yeah, could have easily caught the red there and just...
Yeah, any contact on that red, and Scott's coming back to the table, so he's played that really well. Yeah, so you wouldn't expect Sean to miss this. So 16-13. Yeah, so good frame there for Sean.
For sure.
Scott will be disappointed that he lost that one, but I'm sure it won't let him get to him.
So, for the viewers out there, once the match is over, we'll get the two players into the commentary box, and Bastable Promotions will have a few words with them.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait, to be honest. I just want to lick Scott's ears and say well done and that I'm proud of him.
Okay.
Okay, so it'll be a very interesting interview. We'll get a picture of the two stood next to each other.
That's going to be fun, because like Sean is just huge. His head will be above the light.
I think that Sean's boxers are higher than Scott's head.
We'll probably have to sit Sean down on a chair or something.
Definitely. Scott needs a break, yeah. Well, after this frame, Jules, every 10 they'll have a break. So Scott will go out, get some air. But if this is dry, if this is a dry break, so Scott's getting up. It's not easy though.
No, it's not easy. The black's hanging over the pocket. You've got a few dead balls down here.
Yeah, so this is where I'd like to see Scott show that he's not in a rush and he's patient and he's got the tactical game to just make it tricky for Sean. He doesn't need to win at this visit. So all he needs to do at some point is just what's he doing? Is he going to take the old down the corner?
Yeah, but this could drop.
Yeah, he's played that well there, Scott. So Sean's just
See that's a nothing shot now, because Scott will
Scott's
just
gonna
bump
get it
his red
straight
out, you know. Sean's got to try and make better things happen than that.
yeah. The thing is, Sean has got a lot to do here. Where the black is, and Scott's got control of the whole. Sean probably needs to go a little bit kamikaze here and try and make something happen. Which it looks like he's going to do, right on cue.
Oh, he's only left himself a combination shot.
For you viewers that aren't familiar with combinations, Scott, that combination shot, even that skill shot.
I don't know where I keep saying combination shot.
You've been watching too much Eurosport.
I think that's what
He's
it is,
left
mate.
the combination of the 2 and the 5. So still a lot of work to do. So what do you think? Should Sean play the skill shot now?
It's a shot to nothing.
Even if it doesn't go, he leaves the yellows in the jaws, and with 2, Scott's still got a couple of bad balls. Play the
Scott can get that out with
the red.
red up the rack.
Yeah. I think Scott will be a little bit more patient here and get rid of this bad red by the yellow. Unless he can do them both in the same shot. I think he may be able to play the red off the yellow.
He's back kicking this red. That's what he's going to do. No? He decided against it.
Yeah, I've got time for that. Just get your bad balls out. Because he knows that if he's pushing the yellows safe, Sean's still got a lot of work to do.
See, that is a very good shot return by Sean there.
Yeah, it is, but Scott, can he go once across? Quite an easy hit.
He's putting loads of left-hand side.
I don't know what he tried there.
He tried it in the red by the pink spot with loads of left-hand side.
Yeah, well, Sean's still got a lot of work to do. These are far from ploppings.
Is it working now?
93 viewers, guys. If we can get some likes and some shares and get it up to 100. That'll be amazing. Oh, and he's dropped it again. That's 4 or 5 times now. He's just tried to. The guy's just a machine. He doesn't know how to miss. That's his problem. He needs a little bit of luck. It's very tricky. But he may be able to play that yellow and screw it out.
I personally think he should be playing the yellow into the bottom right hand corner, like you say, putting a lot of screw on it and just hope.
Yeah.
Because them 2 dead balls, if he misses one of them, Scott's got the frame on.
He's got to try and screw this out now, I think. Unless he takes the one in the middle, then tries to get it out with the next one, but it just taking away another ball. He's not.
See, now I'd be covering that corner pocket just to kill that red that's on the bottom rail.
Yeah, well.
But the way Sean's queuing, he's got other ideas.
Yeah, so I think he's going to drop this one in the middle and then
He's
leave the
going to
double.
go for the double.
Yeah.
He's going for the double now.
There's just so much danger in the shot. The reds are in the way. Oh, it's a bad shot. Horrendous. Not a great shot from from Sean at all. And now Scott, I think he just rolls these in. As long as he leaves himself on the bottom cushion for the last one, he hasn't got to do anything with the white because the black's just there.
See, if Scott's going to play this one on the bottom rail now, why don't he play it the shot before?
I don't think he is. I think he's going to take that one up the top, and then unless he, I don't think he needs to.
Craig Rucker, shout out. Bobby the African, he's dead.
Craig Rucker, I love you. Yeah, so I think, is he going to play for the one on the rail now or the one in the middle? Oh, he's absolutely plumage.
He's not plumage there, mate.
Do you not think he can just drop this in dead weight?
No.
Or play the red into the middle and just roll off one cushion?
He can play with check left-hand side to straighten the white up on the bottom rail, and that's what he's done.
Oh, that is a delicious shot there from Scott Smith. And he's got this black to make it 17-13. Unbelievable, Scott Smith. Unbelievable, sir. Yes, Scott Smith. Loving the commentary. Churchy shout out, Mike Churchill. He's watching this from Czechoslovakia. What a guy. Somebody's dropped a glass in mids.
Yeah, we know who that is. Mopper.
Mopper's probably been holding 4 glasses while he's been changing the light bulb
Yeah.
on a stool, because he's absolutely badass. Yeah, so... Oh, where's... Oh.
It's a great safety break, that is.
He's potted, though, so he's got some work to do now. He's just reached...
I'm surprised they haven't gone for a break.
Yeah, I think they just want to get on with it. They're both feeling good. Scott, to be honest, I can understand. Scott is still 4 in front. He probably doesn't want to break the momentum, and Sean's happy to go on. How did Bobby the African die? Says Craig Rucker.
Alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, but I think he was drunk and then fell off a bridge as well.
I think the reason he died was because he turned to Vimto and ice.
Yeah. It's the first ever ginger person I've saw drinking Vimto and ice, to be honest.
How can you say Rucker's ginger? He's got no hair.
He's a bald ginger. So Scott fancies these. So people are liking something on the stream. Loads of likes there. It's from Matty Bennett and Rich Billingham. So bacteria on the ice. Wow. Said Rooker.
Mate, Mopper was getting the ice out of the bucket with his fingers.
That is a beautiful shot there from Scott. He's just got it out. If he pots this, it's just still not quite in position. So where do you think Scott goes on from here, Jace? If he manages to win this game, he's not going to win anything like that. So where do you think both of these players go next? So Sean's proving that he can mix it with players, because 17-13, he's not a million miles away. So
No, he ain't that far away. Scott, I don't know, because it's hard for a decent player to get a fair money match these days. It's like myself, I'm County B standard, or a little bit better than County B standard, but I have to play sharks that are way above my level.
yeah, and I think that's probably like the reason why people are so successful in money matches, because they pick the right opponents at the right times. I think Sean's been really brave. He's jumped in kind of the deep end playing Dane and then Scott straight away, but he's proven he can mix it tonight, and this match is far from over. He'll definitely be there or thereabouts at the end. So I'm just not sure.
I think Sean could finish strongly, you know, if he could see the right shots, because I'd be stunning off the side rail, drifting down now for the one to the right corner, black to the left, easy.
Has he got an angle on that?
But on a couple of frames, his position's just loosed him down.
Just needs to either get the red or just stun out the way. Yeah, he's okay still. A little bit tricky there. Yeah.
The problem is as well, you lose the white. It's like simple pull, keep it simple.
Yes, that's 17-14, Sean's break.
I'm sorry to say, but Sean ain't out of this.
No, not at all.
He's grinding every frame.
Yeah. Can Bobby do the winner's interview? Rooker said.
Bobby ain't out.
Bobby's dead, Rooker. We've just told you. Rematch with Dane Jones, Sean's next move, surely. No, Matty Bennett.
No, won't happen.
Not at all.
Will not happen.
I believe.
See, and that's another dry break there
Yeah.
by Sean.
So,
It's 8 dry breaks tonight. Dry breaks don't help.
definitely not. But
Fred Tandy, I'll play either one in the new year. I think Fred Tandy and Scott Smith is a good matchup.
No, I wouldn't do that for Scott.
Why?
It's not good for him. As his manager, his promoter, and his friend, I just wouldn't do that to him. It's not a good move. There's easier players out there than Fred Tandy. Some mugs will be watching this saying, I'll beat him, so we'll...
You can't call people out there mugs.
So we'll get the right move for Scott, but Fred Tandy's not the right move for Scott.
See, I'm really surprised on Scott tonight, or Scott over the last couple of weeks playing blackball. because he is a world drill player.
Yeah, he's unbelievable as well at World Wars, but
I do recall him saying he hated
he
Blackball.
hated Blackball.
Yeah.
He'd never play Blackball. So yeah, he's working these out really well, to be honest. Just take the one in the middle now, stun across. Yeah, that's really, yeah, that's it. He just needs to miss this red if he can.
Yeah, the angle he's left himself. Even if he runs into it, he's still leaving him the one to middle pocket.
Where's that going? Where's that?
See,
Oh,
that
I think that red goes in the same corner.
Yeah.
Oh, he's on it anyway. Just stunning. Yeah, it's a great shot from Scott Smith.
Yeah,
does
screw
that
back
red
down
go,
to
I'm
the
assuming?
black spot.
I think he can stun across. Oh, it's a great shot. Oh yes, Scott Smith. That's what that was. It's just beautiful. Bastable, give me a verse of Colourblind. Wow. Rucker wants me to sing Darius to him on the. So 18-14 now. Match was starting to get into its closing stages. There's still a lot of ball to be played in this game. Oh, that is an absolutely huge break by Scott. Absolutely huge. If the balls break like that, this game's not going to last for very much longer. Unbelievable break there. I'll put my neck on the line here. There is no way that Scott Smith is not clearing these balls. Absolutely not a chance. Guys, we're on 95 views at the moment. If your mum and dad aren't watching, get them watching. Let's get this number well up over 100. That's it. I think Rucker's just asked his dad to play, so we're up to 97 now. Rucker, get your little one on as well. That's it, 98. Come on, a few more views, and we're up over the 100. That'll be fantastic. As we watch Scott Smith do what he does. Oh, 100 views, guys. Fantastic. Give yourselves a round of applause. That is what we're talking about. So Scott's just got to be a little bit careful here. The black does go in both of the bottom pockets. He just needs to miss all the yellows. Maybe just 2 cushions. Yeah, I think that's the way he's done it. 2 cushions. Absolutely perfect is Scott Smith. Oh. Yeah, that was another break dish there for Scott. The breaks, when they've been when the balls have been potting, they've been absolutely massive. So 19-14 here. Craig Rucker, Basta will sing. I can't, mate. I'll be banned from commentary. Oh, Sean's dry there. Is he dry? Yeah, he is. And to be honest, he didn't look like he was a man involved in a competitive match. He looked a little bit deflated. He's just gone sat back down, put his cue down, arms crossed. Scott shot up out his chair, looking at the game. I just think he looks a bit of a deflated man. So Scott starts to go to work on these. Maybe the two reds together by the right middle pocket. His problems, but the one does go up the top. He'll be trying to get on one of them. If he can split them here. Yes, that's a little bit of a loose shot. I'm not sure if he can play it down the corner, but to me that looks like it's probably end of visit. He'll do well to pull something out the hat there. Yeah, so not quite the visit Scott was hoping for there, but Sean's still got a bit of work to do. Oh, and Sean's missed another ball there.
Sean's under the cosh here.
Yeah, he looks defeated.
He's pressurised in potting.
He just can't miss, mate. He thinks every time he misses, Scott's going to win.
But Scott's got the ideal shot here to
play the red out.
Kick the red out off the bottom rail.
And even if the red goes astray, he's still got the other red in the middle. He should drop on that. Oh, or do it that way.
Or play a bad shot like that.
Time to fudge.
No, he's just going to bump it out into play. What's he played there? I'd have just bumped it out into play because Sean has got that many balls tied up.
It's probably a 4 out of 10 clearance for Sean. If Scott would have just got that red out.
I'd be playing the left-hand red like he's left-hand yellow on the rail, kicking both out. And he's decided...
He's potted it. Oh. Craig Rooker, sing.
I can't sing.
Well, the story goes, so we like a little bit of carpool karaoke, everybody knows that. So me and Rooker are on the motorway coming back from the players, and these two old women are next to us in the car, and we are absolutely blasting out Craig David or something like that. And the women were just in hysterics, and now he just wants me to sing to him all the time. He just likes it when I look into his eyes, tickle his ears and sing to him.
Yeah, but that's the problem when you looked into his eyes and started tickling his ears.
Oh. I thought that was okay, to be honest.
I think he's fallen in love with her.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, to be honest. 106 views now, guys. That's what I'm talking about.
We have gone over the 100 mark. We struggled all day, but we have got there, over 100 viewers.
Yeah.
It has been an awkward day for streaming today because obviously you've got the Toomey Chalk, whatever they call it, being played. I'm sure Jamie Simmons has got a money match as well.
Yeah.
So,
to be honest, these folks, they're intelligent people. They've tuned into the right pool today. They knew this was going to be a treat from the off, and they haven't been disappointed. Some fantastic pool on show. I think he's left this. He can just pop this one over the hole and just leave himself in the middle of the table. If he goes too far, he's got the one in the middle. If he doesn't go enough, he's got the plant. What's that, Corey? Any game, corns or nah?
Any game, cons or not, I think he's like saying, why aren't you commentating on the game? We kind of mix it up on here.
Yeah, we don't like to be too one-dimensional, to be honest. Last thing you want is a boring stream.
I think that's our new singing act. One-dimensional.
We'll just block him though, because he's not gonna like the singing. As Scott's just taking out these.
No.
No.
I don't know why he hasn't played that to middle and stunned 6 inches beyond the red to run it down into this bottom right hand corner.
Yeah, I think the middle gave him options. He had that shot that you said he could have just rolled it off the bottom and then the left hand cushion as well. So these are the shots where I say it's a clever shot because he's got his balls out, but it gives Scott a chance, doesn't it? He's got a chance here of knocking this in. I told you, as his manager, as his promoter, as his friend, I see him do this shit all the time. Sorry for the swear box there, I put a pound in. But you can't believe in Scott Smith chances like that. The guy is a freak. Oh, wow. Has he landed on that black? He's
Peter.
on it. He's on it.
He's landed on it, Peter.
Oh, where's the white? Where's the white?
Ooh, white sound.
Scott Smith, that's beautiful.
On the hill.
What's that coming over the hill? Is it a Scott Smith? Is it a Scott Smith?
How good would it be now? Scott Smith's break dish.
Scott Smith, you know the rule. One big, wet break. Come on, sons. One big, wet one, mate. I think Sean had a good idea in the last frame at the end there, just to open his yellows up. But you just can't believe in this absolute animal yellows like that to double.
So here we go. I'm going to call it break dish. If he gets one down, obviously.
The red's gone straight in the middle. Oh, wow. It's big. It's wet. He's got an opportunity here.
He can't get a yellow.
I don't think he needs one, boy. I think he's got reds here.
Reds are tough.
No, not for
Reds or
such-
yellows, they're both tough.
Yeah, they are, to be honest. They've split, but they haven't split that noise, have they?
Cheers, Jules.
Oh, what's he done?
I don't know what he's tried playing there. I really don't know what he's tried playing.
I think he might have fouled as well. Has he fouled?
No, I don't think he's fouled.
He just said something to Sean. I don't know what he said.
Did
he? Yeah, I'm not sure if he. No, I didn't see a foul. No, it can't be a foul because Sean won't be playing it from there. You okay, darling? So, Sean's going to go for these, but that red is... Will it go off the yellow? Can he just clip it enough?
I don't think he does. I think the yellow is too far out, mate.
Yeah, look how long his arms are. Oh dear, he's behind the black.
He's suffering.
Yeah, he needs a little bit of luck here. Well, he needs a massive amount of luck. So, when the match does finish, not that I'm jumping to conclusions or anything, I will grab both the players to kind of do an interview. It'll be really interesting to see kind of what the players have got to say. I'm sure Scott will say something.
Yeah, and while you've got him in the commentary box, I'll set him up for a little photo shoot at the end.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I can't see there being any problems here except for a few nerves maybe. But the way he's been playing. So. What one would you take here, Jace? The left one and play the bottom yellow next, or the one on the right and just stun it back a little bit?
I personally would be taking the one closest to the red.
Yeah.
Just stun it so you take the other yellow to the left corner pocket.
Yeah, but me being the commentator that I am, cool shots like that.
Yeah, but look at the trouble he's in
Yeah,
now.
he's played that well too hard, to be honest. I think if he can cut that in, I'm not sure it's hard into a blind pocket, but he can hold on the red for the yellow on the bottom rail. But that is a tough shot. Oh, he's pulled out an absolutely worldie there to get up there. And all he's got now is one shot to stun across. Oh, and that is unbelievable, folks. That is what the people have paid to see today. Oh, so he's just a little bit short. He's just making the backers twitch a little bit.
For the match. And it's there.
Oh, unbelievable, Scott Smith. The guy is a machine. I'm going to try and grab them both for the after-match interviews.
Great match there.
Right, okay, guys. Before you all go, we have got the interviews coming up with Sean and Scott. They have joined me in the commentary box now. If we can just first of all grab a word with the winner. I'll just turn on his mic because he's a bit of a moron. Scott,
hello.
Fantastic there. Congratulations. I thought you played pretty solid all the way through, to be honest. Sum it up for us. How do you feel?
I feel on top of the world, mate, to be honest. Played really well. I'm happy.
Right, fantastic. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how proud of you I am. I think you've done absolutely fantastic. Did you expect that kind of match? I think at one stage you were a few in front and then Sean just kept coming back at you.
Yeah, he kept on in there, to be fair, until the last few. It was much more that I could do, just try and get over the line.
Yeah, I thought you were awesome, mate, to be honest. Like you said, Sean was I think he showed it today that he can mix it with the top players, and it's definitely not the end of Sean Ashe. Sean, commiserations. I know you a little bit frustrated with your dry breaks and things today.
Yep.
Sum up how you feeling. I know you're a little bit gutted.
Can I swear?
Try not to.
Obviously, mate, gutted, and no one likes losing, but, you know, I'm not going to make excuses. Scott played a lot better than me today, to be fair. Dry breaks aside, I had a lot of 9 dry breaks. No reverse dishes. So, struggling, to be fair. I thought I was coming back into it because I was 7 behind. I think after the first break killed me, it was 5-5, and then he's won 7 in a row and gone 12-5 up. Pretty much from there, it's tough. That's it.
Yeah, I think at one stage you'd won like 4 on the trot coming back, and I think you missed one dolly ball, or you probably should.
Yeah, it was a plant, weren't it?
Yeah,
and I got it wrong. Yeah, that would have brought me within 2, I think.
Yeah, and to be honest, we said on the commentary here the difference between 4 and 2 at that stage in the game is massive, and you had all the momentum. And I think at one stage I was praying for the break for Scott. I was like, he probably needs a break, otherwise he's in real danger here of letting you back into it, and then you missed that golden opportunity, and Scott kind of got back into it. There's loads of comments on here saying really, really well played. Matty Bennett, congratulations, Scott. Well done, Scott. So I want to know where both of you go from here next. Scott, I know it's going to be a little bit tough getting you a game after that performance. I think there's going to be a lot of hard games out there. So where do you want to go next?
Who knows? I got a clue.
On
the next game.
Yeah, that's it. We'll sort them out. You can only beat what's in front of you. And Sean, for you?
I think you need to find me a lesser opponent.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think I can beat these players. To be fair, it's just on the day I'm not performing. I'm going behind. The same thing happened when I played Dane. I went 7-8 frames behind. And I think me personally, I get a bit frustrated once I'm behind like that and things ain't going my way.
Yeah. I 1,000,000% agree with you there. I think your head went at one stage when I think it probably was after that plan when Scott pulled the 4 lead again.
Yeah,
you started to look a bit frustrated, and you were still winning a couple of frames, but you were nicking them. But that's not taking anything away from Scott. Scott, you played a tremendous game tonight. We'll get some photos done on the table. Scott, congratulations. Sean, commiserations. But thank you for a
Well done,
fantastic
Scott.
game.
Played well, mate.
Thank you.
I hope everybody at home enjoyed the stream. I've been Mark Bastable. This is Extreme TV Q Sports TV. So if you need anything or you want any games, get in touch with myself or Jason Herzig, and we'll certainly arrange that for you. Thanks for tuning in. Good night. And to those of you that have made the journey to Mids, have a safe journey home. Bye.
Good night, God bless.